I've always felt uneasy about clowns, yet dressing as Ronald McDonald paid well. After hours of fake smiles and balloons, I barely had time to sit or use the restroom. Near closing time, I rushed to the washroom, and when I returned, the cashier said a woman had asked for me. Outside stood a frail, middle-aged woman smiling at the sky. When I asked if she was looking for me, she turned her gaze toward me, and her stare sent a chill down my spine. "My son wanted a photo with you. He loves Ronald," she said softly. I looked around. "Where is he?" She blinked. "He's sick. Can you come with me? He's waiting for you." Feeling guilty for my earlier judgment, I agreed, especially after she offered to pay. We walked in silence for nearly 15 minutes, leaving the suburban lights behind, until the road turned dusty and narrow. Confused, I finally asked, "How far is your house?" She frowned. "Why would I take you to my house? My son's waiting at the cemetery." Her calm tone froze me. Still, I followed, maybe out of pity, maybe curiosity. We entered a graveyard. She stopped at a small grave and pointed to a headstone that read, "Our beloved Michael sleeps here in peace." "Go ahead," she whispered. "Tell him a joke. He'll laugh." Her wide, unblinking eyes unnerved me, but I played along. I told a silly joke, and to my horror, I heard a faint chuckle, a child's laugh. She laughed next, imitating a boy's giggle. My stomach twisted. I turned and started walking away. She screamed behind me, "Wait! Michael wants a picture with you!" I didn't stop. That was the last day I ever dressed as Ronald McDonald. Years later, I was at McDonald's with my nephew Ricky. While eating, a man with a long scar across his cheek sat nearby. Ricky showed him his Happy Meal toy. The man smiled creepily, saying he loved McDonald's toys, especially the ones that were Ahmad. "Why were they banned?" Ricky asked. The man grinned, pulled a paper bag from his pocket, and revealed a strange jellyfish-like toy with a human face and translucent dome. "Isn't it amazing? Touch it, feel the surface." I snapped, "Don't talk to my kid like that." He leaned close. "What are you going to do? Ban me from McDonald's?" I stood up, ready to hit him, but he left. As we exited, he suddenly slammed his hand on my car window and licked the toy slowly from bottom to top. Ricky screamed and I sped away. That night, my nephew couldn't sleep. I reported the man to the police, but they said he hadn't done anything illegal. I still hope that sick creep gets what he deserves. A few years later, another McDonald's night turned into a nightmare for someone else. Me again. At 16, I went out with my friend Susie and her little brother. A homeless man approached our table, asking for leftover food. I refused, even mocked him so security would kick him out. They threw him onto the pavement and I saw him break a tooth. Susie said I was too harsh, but I brushed it off. After we parted, I walked home alone. Halfway there, a rock hit the back of my head. Dazed, I turned and saw the same homeless man. Before I could run, he grabbed me and shook me violently. His foul breath and bloodied mouth were inches from my face. I begged him to stop. Finally, he shoved me to the ground and laughed. A hollow, hateful laugh that still echoes in my memory. I ran home crying and called my parents. That night, I couldn't stop checking the windows, terrified he might appear. For months afterward, I refused to go out after dark. Now, at 30, I still remember that night vividly. I realize how cruel I was. All that man wanted was food, and I treated him like trash. Whenever I see a homeless person now, I offer help. My small way of repenting for what I did.